Marketing Masterclass Live. My name is Chris Carr. I'm the president and founder of Faratech. We got a pretty loaded show for you today, so let's dive right in. If you are new to our channel, please subscribe and click on the notification bell. We want to make sure that we're providing this type of marketing material every single week. We go live every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And what we're trying to do is walk our clients and our viewers through the exact program that we build for our clients. We've built this over 21 years and we believe in it wholeheartedly. And it's one of those things that we wanted to share with you. So let's dive right in. What we wanted to do today is talk about the benefits of using a digital marketing agency. And so I'm sure you're probably like, oh, wow, that's very easy for you to say you own a digital marketing agency. So this sounds very self-serving and very salesy, but that's not why this video is even being made. The reason why this video is being made, if you watch the last video, is that what we did is we concluded that marketing is moving just way too fast for a company to have maybe one or two people running their entire marketing department. Those two individuals should be working in your marketing department, but they should be the quarterbacks or the liaison of your plan. If they're doing ordinary things like writing blogs or, writing social media content and doing all of the actual execution, you're only going to get so far. But if we can pivot them into more of a leadership role and have an agency or a team underneath them that is able to get stuff done, that is the best possible experience. And that's what we wanted to do, is walk you through what we believe the benefits of using a digital marketing agency is. All right. So the first thing that you want to know is that if done correctly, a digital marketing agency should allow you to build a system for your company. We don't want to put all our eggs in one basket on one platform. Like, I don't want to just be good at SEO. I don't want to just be good at social media. I want to build a system that has your entire unique process all systematically working together so that you generate leads, nurture leads into clients, and then ultimately convert those clients into something we call brand ambassadors. Those brand ambassadors are also the same people that are raving fans of your mission, your brand, your values, and your products and services. Okay? So when it is done correctly, it literally turns into this flywheel approach. And we're going to talk about that again in a minute. But here's the benefits of what happens when you use this kind of a system-based approach. The first thing we're doing is, again, we are focusing on systems, not solutions, which means that if there's an algorithm change that's going to whack your SEO, if you have all your eggs in one basket, you're at a bit of a problem. The next thing is, say hypothetically it's social media. If they change the algorithm to favor paid advertising and you don't have a paid approach, you've got a serious problem. All right? Things even as recently as the Apple privacy update, you know what? That changed how we did social media. And what you want to be able to do is you want to be able to diversify and develop a system that's going to generate those leads and nurture those leads. And then eventually you move on and you focus on certain areas and you double down on what's working and what's not. The next thing you wanted to do is you want to develop a 3 to 5 year roadmap. So for us, what we did is we have a 10-week journey that we do at the very beginning with our clients. We literally build them a book like this. It's our 3 to 5 year roadmap to scale your business, to figure out how to develop leads, how to develop a system that's going to generate those leads and nurture those leads, what your competition is doing, where the opportunity gaps are, and essentially what are your financial goals, and then how do we work backwards to get there. So for example, I need to know how many sales it's going to take to get you to your goals, and therefore I need to know how many leads it takes to get you a sale. Therefore, I'm able to figure out how many leads it takes to get to your sales goals. The next thing I want to do is I want to utilize what's called a team-based approach. A team-based approach, we covered this yesterday, but when you use an agency, rather than just hiring one specialist, you should be able to get a team of specialists. And when it's done correctly, you're going to have individuals that are going to cover your SEO, your paid strategy, your social media and paid social media. It's going to handle your entire lead nurturing process. It'll be your graphic design, possibly your video design, and a good portion of your web development. That's what a good team-based approach is going to do. And as opposed to hiring internally or using multiple vendors, it usually comes in at a deep, deep discount. That should revolutionize how you hire. What I mean by that is that larger companies or mid-sized companies don't need to hire a full marketing team internally. What they can do is they can have 1 or 2 point people, and then they can use an agency model that uses a team-based approach to scale your marketing, so that as you want to scale your marketing, you're not paying for heavy salaries, benefits, 401k, and a whole host of other things dealing with inter-office politics, vacation schedules, et cetera, et cetera. Your system should also allow you to make data-driven decisions. One of the things that I don't like is the idea or the concept where we're basing our entire marketing on trends or hacks or a blog we just read. You know, it can't be hunches. When it's hunches, usually what happens here is that it ultimately leads to just what we call RAM, which is random acts of marketing. All of this stuff has to be geared in a way so that you make data-driven decisions about your marketing. When you make data-driven decisions about your marketing, you let the data tell the story. And when the data tells the story, it's going to tell you what to do in the next 30 days, 60 days, 9 months, or even a year, even your 3 to 5 year roadmap. Other things that we're going to be able to do is ROI and scalability. With ROI and scalability, one of the things that I want to be able to do is I want to be able to put everything down on paper to understand what your goals are, what your leads goals are, what your branding goals are. And I want to be able to figure out how to get there using actual numbers, not things like Facebook likes and things like that. What I want to be able to do is I want to be able to figure out what does it look like in dollars and cents, how many sales leads do each of your salespeople need to do, and then if it starts to work, how do we scale it effectively so that you can hire more salespeople, that you can generate more volume, et cetera, et cetera. So when this is done right, we are going to pivot from a traditional funnel to what we call a flywheel. Now, what I want to focus on what I want to focus on in the flywheel is this last portion about getting referrals. Okay, so the funny part about The Office, if you remember this, it was early on when The Office was really, really funny, is that Ryan Howard is trying to quiz Michael on what he's learning in business school. And Michael obviously has no idea what he's talking about. But what he does is he asks him the question, you know what, is it more expensive to get a new client or to retain an existing client? Essentially, that means to upsell an existing client. And Michael has no idea what's going on, but Ryan quickly communicates that, you know what, it is cheaper to sign a new customer. It's cheaper to retain an existing client than it is to sign a new customer. And so understanding who your client base is and trying to figure out a strategic plan to upsell them could be just as important as signing a bunch of new clients. And to agree with Ryan Howard says, this is from the Harvard Business Review, it is estimated that it's 10 times more expensive to sign a new client than it is to keep and upsell an existing one. Okay, so what did we learn today? Let's review. First off, we tried to figure out what is the difference between becoming a partner and a vendor. Next, we went over the 6 core benefits that you should expect from working with a digital marketing partner. We looked at the transition from a traditional funnel to a flywheel. And then finally, we looked at the cost analysis of signing new customers and upselling them the cost analysis of signing new customers versus upselling existing customers. Okay, so that's our episode today. If you heard anything that you like, please put it in the comment bar below. We'd love to hear from you. We're always looking for feedback. And again, if you can subscribe and click on the notification button, we would love to get these videos out to you. It is our passion to teach marketing and to build relationships with companies and CMOs and people that are just saying, hey, you know what? This stuff is tricky. This stuff is hard. How do I scale effectively when the marketing industry is growing so rapidly? All right. So I hope you enjoyed what you heard today, and we'll